Have you ever said yes when you really wanted to say no? Do you sometimes feel drained, overwhelmed, or maybe even taken advantage of just because you're putting other people's needs over yours? If so, then you know what? This video right here is for you. Because today we're going to be talking about how to set healthy boundaries, protect your energy, and create relationships that are built on mutual respect. One thing to know is that setting boundaries isn't selfish, but it's necessary for your mental, emotional, and physical well-being. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Fumi, and today we are going to be discussing how to set healthy boundaries. Remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment if you have any questions, and without any further ado, let's get right into the video. Firstly, we need to understand what boundaries are. Boundaries are limits that you set to protect your time, energy, emotions, and personal space. They help teach people how you want to be treated and what you're willing and unwilling to accept. Without boundaries, it's easy to feel resentful, exhausted, and overwhelmed. Next, you want to also recognize where you need better boundaries. Take a moment to think about areas of your life that leave you feeling frustrated or drained. But you want to ask yourself, what constantly demands my time? What situations make me uncomfortable? Where am I saying yes when I actually want to say no? Your feelings are usually the biggest clue that a boundary needs to be set. Next, you want to stop feeling guilty about saying no. One of the biggest reasons people struggle with boundaries is guilt. Remember this: saying no to something that doesn't serve you, saying yes to your peace, priorities, and well-being. You don't need to over-explain, apologize excessively, or justify every decision that you make. A simple and respectful, no, I can do that right now, is just enough. Next, you want to communicate clearly and directly. People can't respect boundaries that they don't even know exist. You want to be honest, calm, and direct when expressing your needs. For example, I'm not available this weekend. I need some time to myself. I'm not comfortable discussing that. Know that the clearer that you are, the less room that there is for misunderstandings. Next, you want to learn to be comfortable disappointing people. Not everyone is going to like your boundaries. Some people actually benefit from your lack of boundaries, and they may resist when you start setting them. And you know what? That's okay, because you're not responsible for managing everyone else's feelings. Healthy people will respect your limits, even if they don't always like them. Next, you want to protect your time. Your time is one of your most valuable resources, so you want to start being intentional about where your time goes. Don't overcommit yourself, schedule time for rest, prioritize your goals, leave room in your calendar for yourself. Every time you say yes to something that's unnecessary, you're saying no to something that may matter more. Next, this one is important. You want to set boundaries with technology. We live in a world where people expect instant access to us. You do not have to answer every call immediately or reply to every message the moment it arrives. A few things you want to consider: turning off notifications, setting designated work hours, taking social media breaks, and not responding to messages late at night. Your availability should not determine your value. Next, you want to follow through on your boundaries. Remember that a boundary is only effective if you enforce it. If someone repeatedly crosses a boundary, remind them respectfully and take action if necessary. Consistency lets people know that your boundaries are not suggestions, but they are standards. Next, you want to also remember that boundaries do improve relationships. Many people are concerned that boundaries might push people away, but in reality, healthy boundaries actually do create healthy relationships. They reduce resentment, improve communication, and allows people to interact from a place of respect rather than obligation. Next, you want to pay attention to red flags. Sometimes people reveal early on that they don't respect your boundaries. Red flags include constantly pressuring you to change your mind, making you feel guilty for saying no, ignoring your requests, expecting immediate responses at all times, and becoming angry when you prioritize yourself. You want to pay attention to these signs and address them early before they become bigger problems. Next, you want to also set financial boundaries. Many people struggle with boundaries when it comes to money. You don't have to lend money that you can't afford to lose, or pay for things out of guilt, or rescue others from the consequences of their financial decisions. Know that healthy financial boundaries protect your peace and your future. Next, you want to stop over-explaining yourself. Most people feel that they need a long explanation every time they set a boundary. The truth is, the more you explain, the more opportunities that you give people to argue with your decision. So for example, instead of saying I can't because I'm really busy and I have this and that to do, you could try saying, thank you for thinking of me, but I won't be able to make it. Keep it short, clear, and respectful. Next, you want to practice boundaries in small situations first. If setting boundaries feels difficult, start with small situations. For example, you could return an item that wasn't right, or say no to an invitation that you don't want to attend. You want to ask for what you need, and you want to speak up when something makes you feel uncomfortable. Small acts of self-respect build confidence for bigger situations. Next, you want to understand that boundaries are a form of self-care. Many people think self-care is bubble baths or spa days. While those things can be nice, true self-care often looks like saying no, protecting your energy, living unhealthy situations, and prioritizing your well-being. Boundaries are one of the highest forms of self-care. Next, you don't want to wait until you feel burnt out. Many people only set boundaries after reaching their breaking point. So instead of waiting until you're exhausted, overwhelmed, or resentful, you want to make boundaries part of your daily life. Remember that prevention is always better than recovery. This one is a good one. Next, you want to be prepared for pushbacks. Once you start setting boundaries, some people may be surprised. Others may test your limits. Now, this doesn't mean your boundary is wrong. It simply means that people are adjusting to the new standard. Just stay calm, stay respectful, and stay consistent. Next, you want to surround yourself with people who respect your boundaries. Know that the healthiest relationships are built on mutual respect. You want to pay attention to how people respond when you express your needs. The right people won't punish you for having high standards. Instead, they'll appreciate your honesty and respect your limits. Next, you want to give yourself permission to change. Your boundaries may evolve as your life changes. What worked for you 5 years ago may not work today. As you grow, your boundaries can grow too. You're allowed to reaccess what you need and make adjustments without feeling guilty. Next, you want to make self-respect your priority. Every boundary that you set is a reflection of how much you value yourself. When you respect your own needs, time, and energy, you teach others to do the same. The more you practice setting boundaries, the more confident and empowered that you become. Finally, you want to remember that your peace is priceless. At the end of the day, protecting your peace is one of the best investments that you can make. Remember that not every invitation deserves a yes. Not every argument deserves a response. Not every relationship deserves unlimited access to you. And the more you value your peace, the more intentional that you become about who and what you allow into your life. Remember that setting boundaries is one of the most powerful forms of self-respect. Every time you honor your needs, protect your energy, and stand firm in your values, you're building a healthier and happier life. Remember that people may not always understand your boundaries, but the truth is they don't have to. Your responsibility is not to make everyone comfortable. It's to take care of yourself and create a life that aligns with your well-being. The more you practice setting boundaries, the easier it becomes and the more confidence that you gain. So start small, stay consistent, and remember, your time, energy, and peace are valuable. If you enjoyed this video, remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments, what is the hardest boundary that you've ever set? Saying no, protecting your time, setting boundaries with family or friends, or setting boundaries at work. Remember, you can also follow me on socials. You can follow me on Instagram at Fumilonge, and you can follow me on TikTok at Fumilonge. Thank you once again for watching this video, and I will see you again in the next video. Bye!